Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. It's time for another plan with me, and today we are going to be going over my weekly spread. So when we talked about February, we did go over goals and all of that. So I'm kind of thinking of trying something new for my weekly layout. I'm thinking of using it as basically a giant tracker. It's going to include my morning routine, that afternoon routine that's like after work that I talked about, my night routine, and I am going to put a little like appointments part too, just to have a nice spot that's all my appointments for the whole week. Sometimes I have more appointments than others, sometimes it's nothing, but I just feel like it's a good place to start. And that being said, we'll go ahead and dive in. I have my ruler. This week I'm trying this Sharpie rollerball pen. I've been on a real rollerball pen kick, and I did pick these up and I liked them, but I stopped using them and I don't know why. I think they're a little thick. So these ones are the 0.5. I don't think they come in a 0.38 or anything like that, but the 0.5 feels a little big even for a 0.5 if I remember correctly. So I figured, well, we'll see how it is for my weekly spread, and maybe it'll be a good size since the lines, oh, I'm hitting all my lights as I like scooch in, since the lines are a little bit wider in the weekly layout. And we'll see how I like it, and if I don't like it, it's fine. I have another rollerball pen that I really like, but I found this one and was like, this seems interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my phone off to the side as well, because it has that Habits app that I've been using just to kind of keep me on track, because I did delete some that just weren't relevant anymore. So I just need to keep in mind what's going on. So if you see me pull up my phone, that's it. So what I like to do, actually what I should do first before I get started is show you the theme and pull out some stickers, of course. So I am going to use the Candy Hearts kit because it is February, and I've been using this snow day kit a lot because it's been snowing a lot in Colorado lately, but this week, fingers crossed, no snow. I'm so over it. It's been just constant every 2, 3, 4 days snowing, and I'm just tired of the snow, and I just want all the mud to dry up out at the horse and all the roads to get cleaned up because they're just a sandy, gravelly mess, and I just need a break. And I'm not a fan of snow to begin with, so there's also that. So I'm just going to use this Candy Hearts kit since it's not snowing this week and enjoy something a little different than the blues. So first things first is this little header sticker that I love because it cuts out right where the week of is. And then same with the other side. So when I was getting ready for Q1, I asked Instagram, do you want to see me use a horizontal planner spread, or do you want to see me use a vertical? And a lot of you guys said vertical, so that's why I'm going with the vertical weekly layout for this quarter. I'm still trying to figure out how I like it and how to use it, because it is a lot more space than the horizontal, and I got really good at planning in the horizontal, which I had to learn to do as well because horizontal layouts were completely new to me. And now here's a vertical layout and I'm just like, how do I use this thing? I'm also not being the best at placing stickers straight, but I think this one is what it is. That's okay. So yeah, so that is why we are going with the vertical weekly layout, because that's what you wanted. So here we are. Okay. I'm trying to like fix my mistake, but I'm like, do I just lean into the skid and have just crooked stickers all the way down? No, we're gonna try. Okay, and then we're gonna do these days of the weeks. Okay, now I'm gonna put the rest of the kit aside and we'll get started on those boxes. So I like to use little shadow boxes for my weekly. It's just something that makes me happy. So what I do is I mark about 4 millimeters in, and I just do a little dot, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky, at least for the first one. So let's line these up, and I know I need 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna do 6 to leave room for a little header. Perfect. And then let's leave 1, 2, 3, 4 for appointments. And we'll do 5 for like a little afternoon routine. So I do have a little gap right here, which I'll see better once I finish drawing these squares in. And I don't quite know what I'm going to do there. I need to accept that sometimes there's gonna just be gaps, and that's okay. That doesn't mean I need to fill it with something. This pen's already kind of skipping and I'm kind of annoyed by it. Okay, and then you can just go through and finish your box. So usually I'll do all the vertical lines and then go through and do the horizontal lines. But I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like once all the boxes were drawn. Perfect, so like that. So now you can see where this gap is. I don't know what I'll put there, but I feel like if I just leave it, maybe I'll come up with a good idea to put there versus trying to fill it in with something that isn't gonna work for me. So we're just gonna leave it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and draw the rest of the boxes in, and then we can go from there. Okay, so all my boxes are drawn in, and I actually thought of something that might be really handy to use for this little gap and use that for a tracker for my social media engagement. And I can do it for Amplify Planner and for Chelsea Brown Designs because there's enough space there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And let's make sure we do have enough space, and then I'll go ahead and add that in. But I thought that might be a good way to just kind of keep it on track. That's what trackers are for. So yeah, I'm thinking something like that where it's just a box divided in half. Boom. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw the rest of those for the week, and then we can color in our shadows. Okay, here is all of the boxes, and I know you might be like, this seems a little redundant, and it is, but I just like how it looks. It's just a look that makes me happy, and so I'll take the time to do it. Is it a little unnecessary? Probably, but you know what? If it makes you happy, then it doesn't even matter. So I'm trying not to mess up my little thing, rainbow, but here is the colors I'll be using for the shadow boxes. I actually need to make sure that I have that many, but I love the Crayola Super Tips for my planner. They're really affordable and they come in a bunch of different colors, so I use them all the time. They are probably my favorite marker slash highlighter of all times, and I use them probably every week. So I kind of went with colors that matched the weekly spread, and yeah, I need to make sure that I have enough for how many boxes And one of the batteries on my light just died, so I'm going to change that really quick. So when it comes to shadow boxes, you want to make sure the edge of your ruler is clean. I usually just wipe it on my pants. And then I like to do one color at a time so I don't have to clean my ruler between each color. That's just a quick little tip for me because sometimes the colors will bleed, and I'm honestly not sure if this Sharpie roller ball is friendly with markers. So far so good. Sometimes you'll get a little, I don't know if you can see that, a little black speck on the tip of your marker. If you just keep like a little spare notepad, you can just clean that right off if you don't want your little marker to get all dirty. And I just line it up right with my box and draw a little bit past. So when you draw the line for the shadow that way, they connect. Okay, here it is all drawn out. I did go ahead and add a little header highlight to all of the boxes, as well as bullet points to check off the tasks as they get accomplished. I left this one blank for appointments because I'm going to use these little time arrow stickers for that section. But yeah, this is the bare bones before the pen. So now we need to go fill it in. I'm not a fan of this pen. It kind of really pools on like the points where you start and stop. And it is just, it's a little too thick for me. It was good for drawing these boxes, but for writing, I don't think I'm gonna like it. So I'm gonna go track down one of my roller balls and we'll fill this baby in. Okay, I found my favorite pen, at least right now, my favorite pen. It is the Pilot Precise V5 RT Rollerball pen. I don't know, I've just been in a rollerball mood. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling this out. Again, it's gonna be morning routine, appointments, afternoon routine, social media, evening routine. And we'll go from there and see how this works out for me. Okay, so all the boxes are filled out except for the schedule. So I pulled up my Google Calendar as well as my text messages to make sure that I know what days I need to feed the horses and if I have any Zoom meetings or things like that that I need to account for. So far we got to feed the horses Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and we have a Zoom on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I think that's it. So what I like to use are these little time arrow flags. I showed them earlier. So these are what I'm going to use for the little schedule blocks. I just think they're cute, so that's why I like to use them. Okay, the schedule is all filled out, easy peasy. So let's look at this little sidebar. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use this habit tracker. I might just do like morning routine, afternoon routine, social media, and night, because this is technically like basically a glorified habit tracker to begin with. So I might use this, I might just fill it out to have it filled out just to make me feel better. Sometimes that's what you have to do. This top part I'm going to use for weather. I usually use it for meals, but I'm actually thinking of using the dot grid page at the beginning of the daily spreads. Let me find it. for a meal planning insert and sticking that right there. This is one of the inserts that you can get from Amplify Planner's website for free. So easy peasy for that one. So I was like, I don't need to put my meal plan in 2 spots. So I think I'm going to do weather. I'll do my habits, and then I'm thinking of doing an accomplishments. Usually I use these sections for a to-do list, but I find that I don't usually look at this spot every single day, and that it's better suited for my pocket notebook that I use for a giant to-do list anyways. So I might as well just write it all down in here instead of writing it down in multiple places. And then I'm thinking of using this bottom square for next week, just reminders or tasks or anything that pops up. So that's kind of my game plan. So I'm going to go fill this out really quick and we'll see it at the end. Okay, here it is, all said and done. Everything's filled in. I filled out these little top spots and then filled out my sidebar, which I totally just smudged all over the place. So that's fun. I was hoping it was dry and it wasn't. Happens to us all. It's okay. I should have started on this side and then worked on this side. As far as the weeks go, like I said, I am going to use this little meal planner sticker, and then I'm not going to fill out my daily spreads because I do like to save those to make reels for Instagram, but we are going to go with a little pink theme for February. So I think I might do like pinks, yellows, and like a coral maybe. I don't know. I'll show you. Let me show you my work just because it's so pretty. I like accidentally mixed these mild liners together and I was like, this is such a pretty color combo. So it might kind of look like this. I like to do a different color every week, so this week will be light pink. So I'm not going to go and fill that out, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions or anything you would like to see for future videos, leave them there as well. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel and this video because it really does help my channel grow. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!